Welcome to Garden Wise Adventures. My name is Malie, and today is another beautiful day in August. We're in the second week in August. I live in Utah, zone 6/7, and we're going through a glorious cool down. Today it only hit in the 80s. The past few weeks have been in the upper 90s, and it has felt so good today. So today is time for the Plant of the Week video, and we're going to talk about one of I always say my favorite flower, but this is another one of my favorite flowers, and it's the hardy hibiscus. Now, the first time I remember seeing a hardy hibiscus was, probably back in the 90s, early 90s, when I was driving down through American Fork in Utah, and there was a street that had several houses that had these hardy hibiscus. I had no idea what they were. I just knew that they looked like hibiscus, and I couldn't believe that we were growing hibiscus here in Utah. Later, once I moved back here in 2007, I figured out they're not actually hibiscus. They're part of the mallow family. So let me show you the hibiscus that I have and talk a little bit about how to grow them. So here on the south side of my property is my oldest hibiscus, my oldest hardy hibiscus. I think it's moscheutos is the scientific name, but this one is a summer storm. And look how gorgeous that is. We've got a really large flower. Let me show you the size compared to my hand. Right there, large flower, and it's got red veining through it, and it's white. And then what I really love is the foliage is burgundy, so it makes for a gorgeous backdrop against my butterfly bushes. Now, this is the first flower on it this year. Once again, we're mid-August, so this is the time of year that it starts to bloom. We've got another gorgeous one here, and every single one of these buds will open one at a time. You get one bud open out of a cluster per day, and they only last about a day, and then they drop off. Let me go show you the other one that I have. Now, this is another one. This is a summer spice cordon bleu, and it's the end of the day, so the flowers are starting to close up, and I'll show you a picture of what it looks like when they're open early in the day. And look at the color inside here. These are a little smaller than the other one that I just showed you, the summer storm, but it's highly prolific in blooming, and this one starts blooming a little earlier. And the leaves are a little different too. Now, I've heard some people say that if you go in and deadhead these, that you will extend the bloom, and I don't know how that's even really possible, because it seems like all the buds form at the same time, and then they just open up one right after another, and I have never really seen more buds come after the initial ones have formed. Now, it would look cleaner to deadhead. Maybe it would extend the bloom, I don't know. But I don't like deadheading things. I don't have the time or energy to have to go through and deadhead all my flowers. So I have never really deadheaded these. And they still have a long bloom season and have done beautifully. The only thing is they do drop flowers all over the place, and it is a little bit of a mess. So maybe it would keep things a little cleaner and a little tidier looking to deadhead them. Now, the breeding programs for hardy hibiscus seem to have really taken off in the last few years. So you can have just about any type of color you like, any leaf type, any leaf color, and the sizes. The shortest ones that I've seen are 3 feet tall, and they can get up to 5 feet tall and anywhere in between. There's white flowers and red flowers and pink flowers, and like the one that you saw that I have, there are very few, but there are some blue flowers. There's cut leaf and just round leaves. Now, growing hardy hibiscus is really easy. The one thing you need to provide is enough room for them to get to the full size. Now, when I say full size, they will die back in the winter, and then they start growing back a little bit later in the season. I don't ever see new growth on mine until June. So if you get a new plant and you don't see growth until June, don't worry and dig it out and think that it's dead, because it's not. It's just taking its own sweet time and getting started and growing again. Now, they do need full sun. They do like a lot of water, but they don't want to sit in heavy wet soil. And they are really drought tolerant. I don't get rain here in the summer very often, and my hardy hibiscus are only watered once a week, and they are doing just fine. Now, let me show you the conditions that they do not tolerate. Now, I had thought it would be absolutely gorgeous to have another big pink hardy hibiscus peeking through all of these flowers. But let me show you what it looks like after 3 years. This down here is my Starry Night hardy hibiscus after 3 years. It hates this area. It's getting too much shade and it is really crowded out by all of the other plants. So make sure to plant them where they're going to get that full sun and get enough room to grow as big as they need to. I guess I need to find another plant that's going to be able to tolerate the conditions over in that area. And I wish I had another spot to move that one into because I think they are absolutely gorgeous. Now, the one thing I forgot to mention is fertilizer. I fertilize mine at planting and I don't fertilize them after that. And they would probably do a lot better if I did fertilize them. So hardy hibiscus are really easy to grow, and I would love to hear your favorite colors, your favorite leaf type, and the type of areas that you plant your hardy hibiscus and how well they do for you. Now, the last thing I need to mention is their hardiness zone. They are an extremely hardy plant. They're hardy from zones 3 through 9 and can grow just about anywhere. So hopefully this video has been helpful for you. If it has been helpful, I hope you like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and go have a wonderful garden adventure.